Yo, what's going on, fellas? It's your boy the Bus, and as you see, I'm here with the first episode of the Bears Den. Yeah, I'm bringing it back. It's been a long time since I've done this show, so I just thought it was the best time to bring it back for the new DML season, man. I think I did this show like 2 or 3 times last season. I kind of fell off. I started pretty much focusing on some other things within the DML, man. So I just felt like, if I had the time, I'll bring it back and give the show a new look, a new feel, give you guys some inside information, man, about what's going on with the Bears within the DML. Man, it's been a long time, man. Everybody's waiting for the kickoff. Should be kicking off soon, I think this weekend. But yeah, man, I'm gonna give you guys some insight on what's going on with the Bears, the hotness, the coldness, injuries, who's helping the Bears get those victories, and who's dropping, some flames out there, man, and not really doing what he's supposed to do. So I ain't gonna keep it too long, man, but it's gonna be a very interesting show throughout the season, man. I'm gonna try to do at least maybe 2, 3 per season. Keep everybody up to date. So right now, man, let's just go ahead and kick it off. So first thing we're gonna look at is this 2019 draft class that the Bears had. I don't have everybody on here because, of course, everybody doesn't make the 53-man roster. But first up is the homie David Montgomery. Now, as you guys know, the Bears didn't have a first or second round pick because we made the big blockbuster trade last year and we got Khalil Mack. So I'm cool with not having a first or a second if I can have Khalil Mack on the defensive side of the ball. So, like I said, we got David Montgomery in the 3rd round with I think we picked him like 73rd overall. And he came out of he came out of Iowa State, which is pretty decent school and got a pretty decent football program over there, man. But David Montgomery just really stood out amongst all the running backs. Now, he's not that fast guy who's going to give you that 4.3 or 4.4 speed, but he's a very shifty guy for his size. He can make guys miss. He can catch out of the backfield, and I think this was probably one of the reasons where that made Jordan Howard expendable. As you know, we traded him to those Eagles up there in Philadelphia, man. So we didn't want Jordan Howard. I think he was focusing on David Montgomery, man. I think David Montgomery is going to add another element to our DML offense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really going to be looking to get him some carries, get him some exposure. It's going to be tough because, we also got Mike Davis. So Mike Davis is also another great back who can be utilized if you put him in the right formations, in the right sets. So the backfield could get crowded, with Cohan, David Montgomery, as you see, Mike Davis, and the next guy that we drafted in the 7th round. I'm kind of going out of order here, but it doesn't really matter. And that's Kareem White Jr. Now, many people don't really know about this cat, but he ran like a 4. What did he run in the 40? Like a 4.4 It was really fast. He's down there from Florida Atlantic. And remember, he teamed up with Singletary that went to that got drafted by the Bills. Now this is a guy who's gonna have to earn his way on the field, but expect to see him like maybe on punt return, kick return, maybe a few sets where he gives Cohan a couple of breathers or whatever. But this guy is a guy that I think I'm really gonna try to develop. I think he has like 92 speed, 85 carry, I believe, and pretty decent juke. So he has the attributes. You just gotta upscale him a little bit with the, focusing him and making sure he meets his goals to get those attributes a little higher. I mean, he can be a weapon if you develop him correctly. He's from a little small school, but I talked to him on the phone, man, and Kareem White Jr. says he's ready for the spotlight down there in Chicago. So as I said, the backfield could get crowded when you got Cohan, Mike Davis, David Montgomery, and now the newcomer Kareem White Jr. So I like the little 1-2 punch that they did with Montgomery and Kareem White Jr. So expect some big things from him. Don't know how he's gonna perform in our week 1 game, but just be on the lookout for Kareem. I mean, he's gonna be a real special talent down here in Chicago. Now, we slide over to the defensive side of the ball where we addressed the secondary, and we drafted this guy named Duke Shelby from Kansas State. He was a 6th round pick. I was really surprised that he made the roster, but hey, he earned his keep, got a roster spot. So now it's time to either put up or shut up. This is another young cornerback, man. He's a rookie, so I'm gonna have to develop him quite a bit. He's on the short side of as far as his height. He's like 5'9". He's only like 89 speed. So if I do develop him, it's gonna have to be early and often. Like, I'm gonna have to stick to him, throw him out there to the dogs, and let him learn from Prince Amukamura and Kyle Fuller, man, and got Eddie Jackson back there, the ball hawk. Y'all know who that is. If you don't, you're gonna get to know him. But Duke Shelby, he has a little bit of potential, but he's gonna have to really work hard to, make the coaches feel like he's ready to play. If not, he's probably gonna be a special teamer, maybe a 4th cornerback, maybe even 5th, but who knows? And it also depends on injuries, man. Y'all know how the injuries are in the DML and in the franchise, so anything could happen that could open up a door for Duke Shelby. So expect some things from him. I don't know how much, but it just depends on how he performs on the field. So now we're gonna slide back over to the offensive side of the ball, and this is a guy who I really like, and that's Riley Ridley. Y'all might know his brother, Calvin Ridley, who plays for the Falcons, them Dirty Birds down there. Now, Riley isn't as fast as Calvin, but he has great hands. He can catch, he can run the routes. So he's going to be a guy that could possibly take over for Allen Robinson. Ridley's a rookie. He's going to have to compete with last year's rookie Williams, who's also from Georgia. So they know each other quite a bit. I see them walking around Hollis Hall, man. They're always talking. They're always, asking each other questions, trying to pick each other's brain about, the plays and what they can do to make themselves better. They really be pushing each other. So I expect to see Riley really on the field early and a lot. But like I said, it depends on how bad he wants it. He's gonna be the next man up behind Allen Robinson. You got Anthony Miller still there, and then you got the speedster Gabriel. Can't teach speed, so Gabriel will be hard for Gabriel. Riley really overcoming Gabriel will be pretty hard because Gabriel has that speed and can stretch the field. But it just depends on what play calling the bus calls and what he tries to execute and exploit in the defense for the opposite team. So Riley really will be somebody that you guys will see quite often. So remember his name, man. Don't think of him as the little brother of Calvin. Really think of him as the big brother of little brother Calvin. Really. So really gonna be ready, man. It's in the genes. There's nothing you can take away from him. He has all the talent where he can be actually a number 1 on the Bears team. So that was just a quick rundown of the rookie class for the 2019. We had more guys, but some of the guys didn't make the 53-man roster, and they're probably stuck on the practice squad. So if they didn't work hard enough to make the 53-man roster, why spend time showing them to you guys where probably gonna be on the practice squad or somewhere, or they might even be on another team. Who knows? I don't know. But Riley really and those rookies will be players for you to look out for, man. So let's move on to what everybody's probably looking forward to is their schedule. Now, the Bears got a pretty tough schedule, if you ask me. If you look, week 1 we got the Packers. That's Embro. That's a rivalry. I hate the Packers. Can't stand them. We're gonna try to grate some cheese week 1. Week 2 we got the Broncos. Can't remember who the Broncos are at the time, but then we got the Redskins in week 3. That's underrated. And then we got the Vikings coming up in week 4, home game. That's Ralph-O-Matic. Got the Raiders down there in London. It's Eddie Forrest. We got the Saints, the Chargers, the Eagles, the Lions, as you see, the Rams, Giants, Lions again. Got those Dallas Cowboys. You know, the Cowboys just gave Zeke that huge contract, man. So that's one thing the Cowboys don't have to worry about. But we're gonna try to knock his head off when they come to Chicago. Then we got the Packers again. Then we got the Chiefs. We all know about the Chiefs and that speedy receiver they got, Tyreek Hill. Then we finish up with the Vikings again, man. So as you see, our schedule is pretty tough. Some pretty hard games in there, man. We're gonna have to compete from day 1, week 1, and try to, maintain our title as the Kings of the North. We got that guy Embro trying to say he's the King of the North, but until he knocks me off, y'all know who it is. There's nothing for me to explain there. So this week, we'll be playing the Packers Saturday at 4 o'clock for the game of the week. Now, the schedule being up, I'm guessing you guys are expecting some type of prediction from me as far as my week 1 game. It's going to be tough. Embro is a pretty good user, but hey, it's the monsters of the Midway, man. We're going to be ready. The defense is going to be ready. And we just got to limit our mistakes, man. And if we can do that, I expect the Bears to come out with a W, as you see on the screen. The Bears will come out with a W. We will start the season off being 1-0, man. That's what I'm hoping for, and that's what I'm predicting. I know you guys were waiting on it, so I'm gonna give you my. I can't really predict what the score will be, but I think I know the Bears will come out victorious over the Packers, over a great user in Embro, and we will move on to week 2 looking to gain another win. So we'll see how it goes, but remember that game is Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern. It's the game of the week. Tune in. It's gonna be live, man. I'm telling you, the Bears then will be lit with every single Bear watching the game, man, even down to the little Cubs. So yeah, man. Like I said, this is the first episode of the Bears Den that we're bringing out. So, man, just expect some things from the bus this season, man. We've already put out our first magazine, man, the Bears Weekly Insider. See my boy Action Jackson on the front. So we're gonna be putting out quite a few of those, and we're just gonna see how the season is gonna end, man. The year before we actually finished like 16-0, but we got knocked out the playoffs as usual. I know a lot of guys be saying I be choking, man, but it's all good, So just look out for the Bears then, man. Pay attention to what the Bears are gonna be doing in the season. That's what I'm gonna be giving you in these episodes, man. So I appreciate it if you tune in. Give me some feedback, man. Like the video, man. Leave some comments, and until next time, I'm out.